sorry, the quality might be. I can maybe send you the file then, because the quality might be shit over screen share. My computer is garbage. So.
You can just send the file. I'll over Discord.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me. And then maybe you can screen share it to me. So
yeah. That's usually how it goes.
All right, sounds good. Let me see here. Didn't need to expose the match history there. Do you know where I find the file for that?
Typically what people do is they wait, if it's on, you're on NA, right? I can search it up. I can search it up. I got you. Abused as a child. Oh, it's as child, not as a child.
Yeah, we're not that we're not punctual.
Here, I can download it. Is it the Kassadin game?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 3-1.
Is that the only game you wanted to review today? Do you want to review this Oriana game where you go 0-7, or this other Oriana game, or this other Oriana game?
So the Oriana games, I don't play Oriana.
Okay. So what champions did you were you interested in?
I guess mainly the Kassadin, and I've been playing a lot of Kaisa, but also my Ziggs games have been rough.
Your what game?
My Ziggs games, just any of them really.
Oh, that's fun. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So let's see this Kassadin game here.
Sure. Yeah,
okay, so yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Hello?
Yep.
Have you seen my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Let me size it. Okay, let's go. Let's watch it. Beautiful. Okay, we're against a Fizz. So this is a easy dub, right? Is this an easy dub?
Yeah, Kappa.
Okay.
For sure.
Let's get to laning phase. So wait, what rank are you? Remind me.
Plat 2 now. I was
What's
Plat
your
1.
peak rank?
Peak rank Plat 1, yeah.
Okay, how far ago was that? 2 seasons ago, last season, this season?
6 games ago.
Oh, okay, that's fine. No. So you're almost there to Emerald.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been so out of touch with ranked. I played ranked, right? But I took a huge hiatus this year because I had school stuff to do, and I didn't hear about all the changes they made. And
yeah,
I come in, right? I just started playing ranked, and it wasn't until yesterday that I learned that Emerald was the thing. and I was still I didn't do any research on it. I was so confused if it's before Diamond, after Diamond, before Platinum, or after Platinum. So
yeah,
but it doesn't really change much. But it's oh, okay, that's cool. They added something for people. Okay. Okay. So what's your approach right here?
Well, so I wanted him to shove the wave into me so I could just farm it right in front of my turret.
Right here or right here?
I can't see your mouse.
Okay. So right between the torches?
Or
right between these walls right here. There are next by the turret.
Right between where the paths are. Right, just right.
Oh, okay. So is there a reason why? Is it because you don't want him to dive you?
It's where I just feel safest, right? The jungler can't do shit to me.
Okay.
It's Kane, right? He's not gonna dive.
So why? Okay, that's an interesting approach. So you took D-Ring and your runes. You took Conquer. Okay. So are you familiar with the First Strike build?
I don't know the build per se. I know the runes.
Yeah, as in the build as in the masteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start off with something simple. I don't want to because this is our first session, right? Kassadin is a very specific champion. He's what we call a quest champion. Have you ever played any card games before?
Yeah.
right? Like, have you ever played like Hearthstone or like Yu-Gi-Oh?
I play a lot of Magic.
Magic the Gathering. Okay, but you know about
Yeah.
quests, right? Like the idea that like you get like for Exodia and Yu-Gi-Oh, you get all 5 hands or all 5 pieces, and you just win the game, right?
Yeah, totally. I know what you mean.
Kassadin in like a lot of situations, Kassadin and Kale and like Vladimir, like they're kind of like that, right? Once you hit 16, you kind of it's got to, like win the game. You solo win the game, right? So like the idea is like, hey, how fast can I get there, right?
Okay.
So that's like what a lot of people's mentality with Kassadin is, right? Which isn't wrong. Um, but what they end up doing is they end up neglecting their laning phase, which is like the worst thing you should do as Kassadin, because Kassadin is a lane bully.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, you hard counter Fizz.
Okay. So that's already where I've gone wrong, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're a hard counter to Fizz. Yeah, so typically with a lot of like these AP assassins, you hard counter them.
Okay.
So, like for example, Kassadin is typically is typically picked into Fizz. Kassadin is picked into Silas, into Akali, into Katarina, because you actually hard counter them. You counter them harder than you do like a Syndra, even though you do counter Syndra. So, I would not be playing this back.
Okay.
If you pick Kassadin into the spot, you should be bullying this guy. You should not let this guy play. Right? So, and I guess let me... Like, you understand what I mean by hard counter, right? I'm not meaning that, like, you kill him 900 times. I'm saying that, like, the champion in this game, like, what does Fizz want to do in this game?
Just one shot me or roam in one shot.
Yeah. His entire deal is that like, he wants to snowball the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
A really good Fizz game is where you snowball the game, you get a bunch of kills, and you basically get so strong to the point where the opponent cannot catch up and you end the game. Right? Mm-hmm. What does Kassadin want to do?
I guess keep the game from snowballing.
Exactly. Yeah, he wants to keep the game going until he can like carry.
Yeah.
Right. So that when I say hard counter, typically I mean I mean, hey, this champion is really good because the opponent cannot stop me from doing what I want to do, but I do stop them from what they want to do. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. In the situation that we just outlined, right? Fizz wants to get a bunch of kills and then roam and then take over the map, right? The thing is that a really good Fizz would not kill a really good Kassadin. Kassadin has a lot of built-in things that counter Fizz. Okay, he has the AP shield, he has the magic resistance with his passive, he has an ult that's really easy to get out of the situation, right? And also he's melee, and he actually prefers to be melee more than Fizz does. So like he stops Fizz from getting kills on Kassadin, right? But Fizz can't necessarily stop him from scaling, right?
I see.
That's why I'm trying to like distinguish what I mean by hard countering in this situation. And you'll see, like if you play against the more games you put into Kassadin and Fizz, and if you actually approach the mindset, like, hey, like my champion is really strong in this situation, you're gonna start seeing why he's a counter. Okay, so you level Q first. You level Q first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. Before we even start again, we have more to talk about. Conquer. Is there a reason why you picked Conquer?
Well, so they had a Garen and a Kayn, and I wanted to try and build like tankier this game, specifically so I couldn't get one shot by Fizz and stuff. And that was my main problem with Kassadin, is I feel like I'll reach 16 and then I'll just get blown up.
Oh, okay. So that's a approach. I'm not saying that's the correct approach. Because what I'm seeing right here is that like look at their composition. Their backline is extremely squishy.
Yeah.
Jinx, Ashe, Fizz. You one-shot 3 of them.
That's true.
Right? So I'm thinking about Burst. I'm thinking about like, hey, this might be a game where you actually play Ludens over Rod of Ages. I'm not saying you should. I think Rod of Ages is a little bit better. But like if I was snowballing, I'm not building Rod of Ages here. I'm building Ludens, Medjais, and fucking Zonias. I might even skip Seraphs. I might skip Seraphs and I go Lichbane. And I just got one-shot people. But I don't do that in many games, but it's basically if the game allows you to. But
Hmm.
Conquer, you typically see it on bruisers, right? You
Hmm.
typically see it on bruisers. In the mid lane, you would see it on people like Silas and Akali, people that you counter,
Yeah.
right? But the reason why they build Conquer is, yes, for the sustain, but it's more because of the manner they fight. You want
Hmm.
suspended fights, extended fights, right? You want fights that keep
Yeah.
going on and on so you can build those stacks. Okay? Realistically, a lot of the fights that you're going to have with Fizz are not going to be extended.
Yeah. No, that's true.
He's gonna
Yeah, so it's kind of useless in lane.
both you what you're trying to do is you're trying to land damage, right? Then walk out before he lands his playful trickster on you, right? His thing, he's gonna land damage and then playful trickster out, right?
Hmm.
By the time you get to that point, you're not gonna even get to the healing part,
No, that makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
By the time you full cycle Jinx Ash, you're not you finally get full stacks. Okay, I need healing now, right? When my ult is already up, and I get out, right? Does it make sense?
Hmm.
The
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and first strike I feel like would be a better option here because it's against Fizz, right? So are you familiar with the rune first strike?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've ran it before.
yeah, it's very common with Kassadin players in specific matchups, especially with these melee champions because your Q is a point and click. You can't miss it, right? You get a lot of procs, right?
Hmm.
Plus, you get the damage amplification late game. That's the actual value. The gold is nice, but the damage amplification is crazy.
Hmm.
So it just gives you like for like 3 seconds you get damage amplification, right? On the first
Yeah.
person you hit. That's crazy, right? So you're one shotting everyone, and then if you do one shot it, you get all that gold as well, right?
Hmm.
So in this situation, I think that first strike would be better. But let's just see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, specifically in this situation, there are going to be situations where I would take Conquer, and there would be situations where I take Fleet Footwork.
All right.
Yeah, but this game is like, hey, I want to be like landing phase is going to be interesting because it's basically, hey, can you just not die to Fizz,
Yeah.
which is going to be really easy, right? And
Oh, no, no, no.
there's two breakpoints in the items that helps you stop dying from Fizz. It's Merc Treads and it's Merc Treads and then it's the Catalyst, right? First strike helps you get there faster.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I just can't imagine how in this game would be useful for Conquer because like Kane's gonna one shot you, Fizz would one shot you. Garen, he's gonna stun you and ult you, or silence you and ult you. So it's like very difficult to get the stacks.
Hmm.
But as long as you understand that, we should move on. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're seeing all this. Okay,
You
so
can set the camera so it's like on me in the corner.
oh yeah, no, I'm gonna move it in just a second.
Okay.
Like when we look at other people. Okay, so I'm not going to be talking about heavy mechanic stuff in this game because it doesn't seem like mechanics is what's holding you back right now, based off of what I'm seeing. I know
Okay.
not much has happened right now. It's more about like the wave is going to fuck you up. I know that the wave is going to fuck you up this game, based on how this is going. Okay, right now he's going to get level 2 and he's going to trade with you really hard, especially since you use your Q. Oh gosh, level 2. He should move in. He should move in. Oh, he doesn't trade. Okay, you take W. Okay. So you guys are both playing really passively,
Yeah.
which is good for you, but it's not great because you can get so much more, especially since you're in a counter matchup.
Mm.
But let's see. Maybe he's just paying a lot of respect to you right now. And you're using your Q to farm.
Unsuccessfully at that, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine. But like I'm not thinking you should use your Q for. Okay, so okay, so the reason why I don't want you to use your Q is because it's a heavy
Mhm.
trading tool, right? Especially at level
Okay.
2, you should be looking for W's.
Oh, really?
Oh, W on a Fizz? Oh yeah. I'm not sure you know, but your W goes through his Playful Trickster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you auto W and the W animation has set already, and he push Playful Trickster, it goes through.
Oh,
So
all right.
like
Yeah.
like 2 seasons ago, or like last season when they did the item rework, the build was actually build Electrocute on Kassadin, and you basically get a free proc, and he can't Fizz can't stop it. But this is actually more of like a champion specific thing. His W is it extends his range, and also it's unstoppable or unmissable.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually specifically a Kassadin wiki.
Yeah, that's all auto attack enhancers buff range, right?
No.
Oh, really?
Some of them are cancelable, but specifically, yeah, he has an uncancelable wind up. Yeah. So if you get stunned and you get your W off, but then you get stunned, it will still go through. And it will go through. Right. It will hit the Fizz when he Playful Tricksters. I knew that it would hit him. Yeah. So, but that's like a kind of a like small detail that you get over time, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully that's something that you learned.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
So right now, immediately this is not good. Okay. Why is it not good? Where's the wave going?
Still coming into me, it looks like.
No. It's pushing away from you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right here. Okay. When the wave is right here, it's actually good for you. The problem is that this is very unsustainable. In the early game. See, what's gonna happen is that your minions are always gonna this is like a wave manipulation thing. The closer the wave is to you, the faster these minions reach, right? And they'll actually attack these minions before the other minions can arrive.
Yeah.
So it's slowly gonna push me out.
I just thought.
So
I thought he had enough, but no, I think you're right.
So now you have more minions, right? And basically, it's gonna slowly push in if he doesn't trim it. But the thing is, you're letting him trim it, which isn't bad, but it's not the best, right? So we're actually in this situation where you're playing this game like Ari. So have you ever faced an Ari player and all they do is just Q the wave?
Yeah.
Just clear, right? You're basically doing that. You guys are basically just like handshaking a lot of stuff, and you're not testing the Fizz. So there's nothing wrong with that per se, because it's like, okay, you don't win or you don't lose, but the problem is it's really bad for solo queue because then you let everything else up to your teammates. Right? Do you see where I'm going now? Right? You're at the mercy of your jungler, you're at the mercy of your top laner and your bottom lane.
That's true.
Right? As Kassadin, as a lane bully, you don't want to do that. You want to carry this game. You want to 1v5, right? So immediately, I'm like, you're not violating any rules per se. You're just not capitalizing on the opportunities that are afforded to you. So how I would do this differently, okay? We're going to start back to laning phase. Okay, level 1, this is okay. Okay, I would personally go for a push so that it can come back to me. So that on the I would do a slow push. Wave 1, wave 2 is going to meet right here. Like, stay at the middle, slow push that one. Wave 3, I hard crash. Either go for a roam to just ward, okay, or recall for like a cheater recall.
Yeah.
You know what a cheater recall is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But the reason why, because like that's a very common gank timing. The thing is that like the way he played it, he is actually gank immune. But right here, this isn't bad because now right here you can just hold this right here, but you have to keep autoing the minions because otherwise it's going to start moving towards you and it's going to be harder. Because the way it works is that the more minions they have, it's going to be easier for Fizz to auto. It's going to be easier for Fizz to target you. But if the wave is coming into you, right, you kind of want to take HP away from him. Your goal is to CS, right, but not to push because you lost the push already. Your goal should be putting all your mana into him.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is this wave is going to come closer, right? The next wave is going to be at your turret, right? But then 3 waves from that, it's going to be under his turret. Okay, because it's going to slowly build up and it's going to slowly push and it's going to be under his turret, right? And when he's under turret, you want him really low so that you guys can set up a dive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because we don't want him full HP when there's a bunch of minions at his turret. Okay, we want him dead and like missing a lot of CS. Right? Or we want him having to debate on taking a really bad recall or need his jungler to come. Right? We want the jungler to come.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Any questions?
No, I think yeah. I just miss.
It seems like there's just like no disrespect, but it seems like autopilot right now. It seems like there's no intentionality. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I think I just had the wrong thought process.
Yeah, and that's actually very common because like I was just in a Kassadin game like 3 hours earlier, with another person like talking to them while they're going through the Kassadin game, and they have the same thing, and that person was D2. Yeah. So what's really important is to and like they just like, oh, I never thought this was like this was important. The idea is that you need to be able to do this outside of the game before you can do it inside of the game.
Yeah.
Because by the time you're inside the game, there's just so much going on. You gotta focus about CS, and you gotta focus about trading, jungle pathing, right? So like, if you can at least get this in your head right now, right, and then slowly work at it, it'll make it like much easier over time. It's like CSing. When CSing was first a thing, it was very difficult, right? But over time, it became second nature, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right here is pushing into us, but now it's pushing away from us now. Let's see what the jungler is. Okay. And now we're pushing away. See? We have more minions.
Yeah.
Right? And right here, you can, after you last hit this one, I would dash on this recall. Oh yeah, you have money. You can buy a tier, you can do anything, but you're taking it really slow, and that's fine because you can crash the next wave. But this is kind of pushing too fast. Oh yeah, no, this is just crash it. Okay, move forward. Yeah, okay. So what I don't want to happen, the reason why I say crash it right now, is I don't want him to do what you wanted to do to him.
Yeah.
Right? Because then they'll feel really bad with you, right? You're really prone to ganks, right? So if you crash it fast, he has to either choose to eat all of this minion damage or just let it crash. That's fine.
I think that's exactly what happens, and I think I get punished pretty hard here.
Yeah.
I think I tried to crash it, and like I greeted here, I tried to crash it, and I think I die here.
Oh no, this is uncrashable. The reason why this is not crashable is because it's pushing towards you. He has push advantage. Also, he has Ignite, so it changes the game too. Because you have TP, right? And you should basically be playing with TP. You guys haven't used any of your pots, so you actually have more HP. Okay. So right here, what I want to see is after his thing goes down, you immediately pop potion.
Okay.
Because of the grievous wounds, right? You should be popping potion right now.
Yeah, I'm not proud of this coming up play.
Yeah. So the reason why is that you need the health.
Yeah. Because
if anything you want to do, you want to kill him when he's pushing into you, right? You need the health now. You can't use the pot later because he has grievous wounds as his passive, right? Or something like that. Oh no, I said it's, or am I thinking? I'm thinking Katarina, but it does. You do want the HP now. Because when you're trading, you don't want to have to wait for your HP. Rather than let it push into us, you are Oh.
Yeah, I think a turret shot and then agreed for the minion.
Yeah. So what do you think was wrong here?
No, dude, I knew immediately.
No, yeah. Obviously, it looks wrong from now, right? But the real issue is like right here. This was the real issue. Okay.
I didn't immediately hard shove it, right? Like I could have cracked it probably.
No, I let it slow push. You're cleaning it up. Oh, you eat a wave. Oh, it's worse. And you also save W instead of autoing him. I'm not sure you saw that. So you missed out on some more damage here. You're in melee range here. See, you auto him and then W. Here,
I see.
Yeah. And then he's on a minion. And like, and the thing is, like, that's even more important because you're at a level advantage. So you do more damage than him right now because of the stats. Right? You have better stats than him because you're a higher level on top of being higher HP. You want to chunk him down.
Yeah.
And now it's pushing towards him, and it feels really bad. Because what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? He's gonna hit 6. Like right here, if I'm in this game right now, right? I'm not thinking about okay, like I'm gonna try to kill him soon. No, I'm thinking about holy shit, I fucked up. He's about to hit 6. He's gonna hit 6 before me. I shared XP with Viego, okay, and it's pushing into me after this. Oh, I just tanked it. Oh yeah, now it's over.
Yeah.
And then, did you flash?
I did flash. I did. I know.
That's okay. It's I still got it.
Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah.
So then you're gonna TP here. Good.
Yeah, for sure.
He should recall now. Good. Okay. You need to push. I would chase him just a little bit. I would chase him. Chase him.
Oh, really?
Don't stand here. Don't stand here. It's the worst place to stand. You just lost a pot.
I just wanted to freeze the wave.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with freezing the wave, right? Okay. But what you want to do is you want to move over here. You want to move over here so you take less damage, right? The same result's gonna happen.
Then they're chasing me instead of Okay.
But not only does the same result happen, it does something even more important. It protects these caster minions. Because right now it's only being protected by one melee minion, right? And then these are gonna kill the caster minions, which is actually gonna start pushing into them eventually. By the 2 waves from now. If you bring it over here, the melee minions are gonna come out first, and then the caster minions. These caster minions are gonna be protected.
I see.
And your goal right now is to actually hit 6, right? But you also know that Fizz doesn't have Ignite, right? So what you can do is you can basically bring the minions right here, all the way over here, go around, okay? Then release the aggro. He's gonna lose this entire wave. In fact, he's gonna lose it faster than a turret will kill it. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't take as much damage too. And you know Viego's right here, so you're safe. So, but that's something you can do in the future. Right now, see, these caster minions are gonna die really quickly, and it's like yeah.
And then I see it's under turret, so I wanna.
Yeah, no, see, don't. You don't want to roam here.
He was pinging me for help.
Yeah,
no. I don't know. Yeah.
No, you tell him to go fuck himself. Okay, you mute him and just stay here. The reason why, because he's pushing away from you. You're gonna miss his cannon wave. You go. All right, and you're not even 6 yet, so you're gonna be level. You're gonna be level 5 versus his level 7. You're dead. What's going on bottom? Okay, changing flashes. That's good for us, right? Okay. Crashes wave. Recall. Crashes wave. Recall. Use everything on him. Just ult the wave. He can't kill you. No. Ignore him. Just move forward. Ult the wave.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the issue now? What do you think is the issue now?
He can hold that wave. Fucked.
Kind of. Okay. Is that you're flashless, right? You do have ult, but you're flashless against a Kayn. And a Fizz who has ultimate.
That's true.
Right? So that's a big issue. And also the wave is perma-frozen on his side down. Unless Viego comes in. Viego comes in, you're gonna have to share XP. Fizz is already ahead in XP for you. So this is set up for failure. He had the recall. That's why I said you had to fast shove and recall. Because what it was my idea right here is when I see you hit 6 right here, this wave has not come out yet. You are not worried about Fizz. You are worried about racing this minion wave here.
I see.
So that you don't get into the situation. And this is like and this all stems from the idea like, hey, I want to hit 16 as fast as possible. I need to get as much gold for my items as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like independent of Fizz. Like this is like, hey, I don't want this trade. Oh gosh, yeah. Now it's like, okay, we're in a tough spot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, any questions? Okay. Vigo comes, shares XP. That's okay. No, he just bailed. All he did was just bail you out. That's good. Oh, don't follow him. Oh no, don't do this. Don't do this. This is the worst thing you could do. Because where's Kane? Hey, but where's Kane though? Like, oh gosh. Okay. So luckily, Fizz was dumb and decided to kill all your minions fast. Oh no, he didn't. Killed on time. That was not a roam time, by the way. We'll discuss roam times in just a second. Like, that was not a roam timing. He actually wins this. Oh, he should have gone on you. You were dead. Okay, but now you have advantage. Move it. Oof. Are you afraid of him? Is that what it is?
I'm afraid of Kane.
You don't know where Kane is, though.
Yeah. I know.
Because, like, right here, right, like, you're not even playing like you're scared of Kane. You're playing like you're lagging, like respect.
Okay,
because right here, this ult right here does not mean that you're scared of Kane, right? Because you use your only dash on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use your only dash. Okay, Kane comes over here, he ults you, you're dead. There's no way for you to get out, right?
Yeah.
So like I don't think that this is your intention here.
I think that's yeah.
Because
I think you're probably right.
Because I think you know that too, right?
I think I'm thinking I don't know what I was thinking. I think in retrospect I should have been scared of Kane.
But right here, right click him, auto W. Simple as that. Unavoidable damage. We see Kane right here. We're safe. Right here. Right here, my entire intention is, hey, let him take the minions, I'd kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Auto. Ooh, not the cannon. Don't worry about the cannon. The cannon's not dead yet. The cannon has a lot of HP. It's not dying anytime soon. There's nothing targeting it. See right here. Okay. Look at our cannon minion, right? I mean, look at their cannon minion. It's not dying anytime soon. Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to use this as a mini objective, right? And attack him. This is like important. If you play top lane, you understand this. Okay. This is what top laners do, and this is what a lot of assassin players do. You guys are both assassins, so this is really important. Okay. Let's see. Use this as an objective because you know that this isn't dying anytime soon. For the next second. Okay. We missed that. Okay. But we have a health advantage, right? We can just auto W him. We use R in place. Yeah. Okay. So what was your mentality there?
Well, I think I really wanted cannon, I believe, and I was kind of disinterested in trade because I was still of the mindset that like I'm never killing Fizz here, right? Because I didn't think that this was a winning matchup or that this was a matchup where I was trying to kill him.
Even at this HP threshold?
The mindset
even at
farm.
Even at this HP threshold? At 550 HP?
Yeah. I didn't want to, I just wanted to get the wave and get out, I guess. I don't think it's correct in retrospect, obviously.
You know that you kill him on one combo.
Yeah, I'm sure now.
Yeah, so your ult, what's 4 times 50? That's 200. So your ult does 300 damage. 300 damage plus 78 plus that. Yeah, you're and then your auto attack. No, you overkill him by about 150 damage. So basically, you overkill him by an ignite. Uh, so this is actually more of a gameplay knowledge thing, right? Don't be so scared, okay? And be more aggressive, especially when you have the HP lead like this. Okay?
Yeah.
You have twice his HP.
That's true.
Imagine if you entered into the lane like this, right? Like imagine if like level 1, you guys started and he started with twice his HP. You would be the most broken champion in the game.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? So that's what you should see it as. It's like, hey, not like he has to land a combo and a half just to kill me, right? I can one shot him here. So that's step 1, knowing like where the thresholds are, and you gotta basically like look out for those. That's what you gotta look for. But then step 2 is like, hey, how do I get the damage onto someone who can dodge damage, right? That's a little bit harder, right? So this is where ability sequencing matters. Okay, right here. If I was Fizz, right, I'm using Q as a dash, right? I'm using W to cancel my auto attack. I'm using E to dodge damage. I'm using R to slow and get a kill. Right? What are you using Q, W, E, and R for?
The wave, right? That's
No, but I'm saying like if you were like in a vacuum fighting Fizz, right? What are you using your abilities for?
well, I'm trying to kill him, right? Or I think I misunderstand the question. Sorry.
Okay, I'm Fizz. Okay.
Yeah.
The opportunities that I'm looking for to use my Q is to get on top of you.
Oh, I understand your question. Okay, yeah.
The opportunities that I'm using my W for is to reset my auto attack to get that damage burst and get electrocute proc, right? The opportunities I'm using my E, I'm using to get out of, to dodge a really big ultimate from you, or like a really big E from you. Okay, or to just disengage from the fight so I can walk away healthy while you just took damage for free, right?
Yeah.
Opportunities I'm using my R, slow you down so I can kill you because you're flashless. You're Kassadin. What are you using your Q for?
The spell shield mainly, right?
Exactly. Right? Okay? You counter him. When he Qs, you Q.
Yeah.
You just did damage, he did nothing. Right? What are you saving his W for? Your W for?
For his E, right? So I can get that unblockable damage.
Yeah, right?
Or just use it on him in general.
Exactly. Right? Yes. Both of those answers are correct. I was looking for both of them. Exactly. Perfect. What are you using your E for?
To slow him or just, hit him, right?
Yes.
But slow him when he's disengaging, whatever. You
hit him when he's disengaging. Perfect. Okay. But there's a caveat now. You gotta wait for his E to happen. Right? What does that mean?
That means I have to hold? Or
yes, you hold it. You hold it. You hold it, right? You hold it so until you get to a position where you can use it. Okay?
I see.
Or you use it when he Qs. Okay? You use it when he Qs. Because it does two things. It gets the damage off right now when he can't avoid it, right? And then it also builds up really quickly because you guys are both using abilities.
That makes sense, yeah.
Right? So these are things that you have to play out in your head and like say, hey, how would a fight look like? Right? Okay? Your R is for what? Dodging his R, chasing him down, right? Okay? That's what we're looking for. Okay?
Okay.
Does it make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, so right here. We have all we have Q about to come up, right? We have R about to come up. Okay? Immediately I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna keep walking down here, wait for him to get close. Q, W, or I'm auto W. Auto W. He's gonna E away. Okay, and he's gonna be in range for my Q, or at least flash Q, or ult Q. He gets the damage. Okay, because the sequencing for Kassadin matters and is very contextual. Sometimes you want to get as much damage as possible. Okay, but sometimes they're running away. In that case, you do the abilities that are closest to you, like your auto W, then your E, then your Q, then your R.
I see.
Does it matter? Do you understand where I'm coming out?
No, I get that.
In this situation right here, okay, I can kill him if and only if he agrees to fight me. Okay, if he agrees that we're gonna go all out, Okay, he hasn't ulted yet, so I don't think that he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna go for a quick trade to get out. Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna auto W. Okay, wait for him to just gonna get out. I'm gonna give him a Q.
And then I
yeah.
absolutely do none of that. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least now you like at least as long as you're conscious about it, right? You can actively apply it in future games.
That's what I think. Maybe so we avoid redundancy. How about we do another time, and I'll try and play a couple matches with
Oh
these
no,
tips in mind.
we can, but like, well, I'm going to the other concepts now because like I think we hammered home mechanics, right?
Okay.
But now we're talking about like wave manipulation now because like wave is that's actually what's fucking you over this game.
Okay.
Let's see.
I just fear that other games might just fall into the same issues. I'm not sure, but
Typically, not really.
okay.
Like in a weird way, people's like, oh, I want a game where I play really good or a game where I play really bad, right? But the issues aren't like what you know that you did wrong. The issues are the things that you did wrong that you didn't know about, right? Because those are the things that are going unchecked. Those are the things that are actually holding you back in your elo, right?
Mhm.
Like you not knowing that his W is unstoppable is actually what's holding you back in this game,
Yeah.
right? But like that's a small thing. That's worse than like I mean that's not even close to as bad as the wave. The waves are actually killing you right now. Okay. Right here. Um, I mean, what's your idea right here? Wave wise.
So the wave is gonna be shoving to him. Or no, I
No,
got. Yeah. Okay.
it's met in the middle.
Good as that. Yeah, it's in the middle. So I could just let it chill, right? Let him miss some XP.
Exactly. You push S on your keyboard. You push S on
Yeah.
your keyboard. You stand right here in the middle. Push S on your keyboard. Last hit. Exactly. That's the correct answer. But we don't do that. But it's okay.
No.
But you've got
Yeah.
the right answer. The important thing is that you got the right answer. Okay. Why? Because he doesn't have TP. And also, if you look around the map, there's nothing to gank. You're not gonna dive a Garen with full HP in ultimate, right? Your bot lane's not here. There's no gank setup right here. Your jungler's recalling. There's nothing to like, right? There's nothing to do, right?
Yeah.
So we are gonna give Fizz CS that he did not deserve, but that's okay. It's okay if you get the plating. We don't.
No.
So, the roamer here. This is like the second time I've seen you roam. Was there like an intentionality behind it, or is like you just don't have anything to do?
Well, there wasn't there. I wanted to look bot, but then I saw Kane saw me, and then I saw that bot was not in the position.
Mm-hmm.
I should have looked before I roamed, but I started roaming and then I looked bot. So yeah, that was just poor.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have the information when I should have had the information.
So that's one way you can think about it, right? The way I would look about like the way I would think about it is this: you made the decision way too late.
Mm.
Okay, you should have made the decision right here.
Mm-hmm.
That decision for you to roam happens right here while you're walking up, right? Because right from this freeze frame right here, right, you know that you can tell, right? There's nothing happening on your screen right now, right? So you just use this opportunity to look over here. Okay, top is slow pushing out, right? You see top is slow pushing out, right? Garen's full HP, right? They're just ping ponging. That's fine. Caitlyn just recalled. Swain is recalling. Okay, Kane is just doing a clear right here. He's gonna want to go to his red, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was totally. I just didn't want to be doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I assumed. Okay, because like if anything, going the opposite way would have been better. It wouldn't have been good, but it would have been better because like at least she shows intentionality. He's like, oh, I want to go get ripped or something like that, right? But
Mm.
like the decision needs to be made right here. You made the decision way too late, and because you made it really late, you have like a really short time span to like make a decision, right?
Hmm.
And when that happens, you just pick one randomly, essentially, or go into autopilot, right?
Yeah,
So like moving forward, we want to like reduce those number of times where we go into autopilot. Okay,
that makes sense.
and a great way to do that is to make decisions before like before you get panicked. Okay, before something is drawing
Mm.
your attention away, because it's very difficult for you to make decisions when your mind is on CSing or your mind is on trading, right? And I think
Hmm.
you're actually really aware of this because like there have been times where like you played like a lane dominant champion, right? And you focus on mechanics, but
Hmm.
then like you focus too much on mechanics, you get ganked,
Hmm.
right? You should have
Totally.
this situation is the exact same thing. Okay, your attention now right here is like, hey, what do I need to do? Okay, there's a lot of calm stuff right now, right? Let's think. What do I need to do? Okay, I'm not gonna eat this wave, but you did, and that's fine. We make mistakes. I do this all the time. A lot of people do this all the time. Okay. Um, Now right here, okay, if I'm gonna go, okay, I might go top. Why might I go top?
That's where Rift is, right? Yeah.
No,
That's.
kind of. I might want to check if King is on Rift. Yes, maybe.
I see. Yeah.
But what?
Okay.
But what? Why might I go
Uh,
top instead of bottom? Well, there's nothing. We agree that there's nothing going on bottom right now, right?
hmm But there's also not much going on, so I don't think I know.
Well, if you were Kane
Uh,
right now, right? If you were Kane right now and you finished all your camps, where are you ganking?
oh, you definitely would.
This wave right here is gonna meet right here. It's gonna meet
Yeah.
right here. Okay, okay. Mike Garen has ultimate.
I see. Yeah, jungle tracking is something I've got to work on as like a lot.
Yeah, and when you're and when you're playing, um, like when you're playing a champion like Kassadin, right? A champion like Talon, right? These roaming champions, right? Where you're trying to take over, right? You're doing the
Mm.
exact same thing a jungler would do.
Mm.
You are a jungler, right? The only difference is that you're in the lane, okay? So like the
Yeah.
decision, in a weird way, like people like to think, oh, they're really different, right? Well, the only difference is that you're fighting someone all the time, okay? The decisions are still being made very similarly. Hey, do I skip this camp and gank? Oh, do I sack this wave? Do I give up a wave and gank? Right? It's the same decision, right?
I see.
Right? But look, I I wouldn't roam anywhere because he has a lot of stuff, right? But if they did gank him, we would get a double kill,
Hmm.
right? I'd rather do that than go bottom. Okay, but gave the wave to Fizz for no reason. Are we? Yeah, so get here, just ult back, because you want to basically not have him pushing. Because the worst thing that can happen for you right now is that he roams.
Yeah.
Because now he's on a roam timer, right? He has until this minion hits the center for him to like roam. And look at this: Kane plus Fizz plus Garen fucks Darius, right?
Yeah. I
So
think that might be exactly what happened.
yeah, so like all of a sudden, all these mini mistakes are starting to add up now, right? Like, oh, they're pinging. We're using all of our ultimates on minions. Okay, that was just fine, just fast clear. Now, beeline top. Okay, your goal is not to get any kills here. Your goal is to pick, it's got to at least draw the attention of Fizz or Kane, right,
Yeah.
so that he can escape. Okay,
Yeah.
this is carrying. You're not carrying by getting kills. You're carrying by stopping your teammates from dying. Now, okay,
Okay.
right? There's many ways to carry a game. In fact, a lot of times you're doing everything by yourself. That's what carrying is about, right? But
Yeah. This is autopilot. This is full. It's got to be right. This
okay,
is.
oh, we found Kane though. Okay, yeah, I gotta still lose this fight. Okay, don't. Hmm.
That was warded though as well, which is
Well,
unfortunately.
this is actually the weird thing about did they ever see Fizz? Because if I were Fizz, I would just do this. I would path right here, take this
Yeah.
this brute, jump over, bam.
I wonder if he did that, because that would explain how.
That's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did.
Right? So like, yeah, no, and like
That was
you're
well played by the Fizz.
yeah, but
to fair.
you should be able to tell this stuff without looking at them,
Mhm.
right? Because like I don't have like, you're seeing what's on my screen. I don't have vision of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing exactly what you're seeing, right? But you should kind of like you've played this game enough to know like what people do,
Yeah.
right? Everyone knows that this like he might think that this ward's something around here is warded, right?
hmm
And he wants you to see him at the very last second when it's too late. Because if it's right here, he's gonna see you when you show up right here, right? If it's warded right here, he's gonna jump over. Oh, it's too late. You saw him, but it's too late already, right?
hmm
So it's like these are things that like just require a lot of forethought beforehand outside of the game, and then like it starts making sense
Yeah.
in the game. But now we're seeing a lot of
No,
mistakes
that does make sense. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just small things. Like,
now they're adding up. Yeah.
he's optimizing where I'm just autopiloting, and that's kind of where I'm getting gapped at.
Mhm.
Alright.
He's not optimizing. He's just being proactive. You're playing very passive,
Yeah.
right? Scaling does not mean you play passive. That's a big misconception. Okay? In fact, scaling typically means you play more proactive.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like if I'm scaling with Kassadin, right, I need to be as proactive as possible. I'm trying to get as much CS as possible, much XP as possible, right? I'm trying to really take really good care of my HP, making sure I take a lot of trades, right? If I'm like against a Kassadin, right, I want to be proactive too and like try to like punish him for every mistake, right? But if he's playing in a way that I can't, right, I'm gonna play passively. I'm gonna clear the wave roam.
Oh, my bot's so fucked here. Like, they're just so done for.
Yeah, but like,
Fizz is.
like,
Yeah.
do you understand that this is kind of your fault though, right?
This is I didn't ping it either.
Yeah, but like all of this is a consequence of the decisions that were made right here.
Yep.
When you were deciding on where to go, right? And you could. So this is like what I was talking about. Like the reason why I didn't want to change VODs.
Oh no, yeah.
One of the most difficult things about this League of Legends is that it's very difficult to appoint causality, right? Like in the moment, right? It's like it's easy to say, "Oh my gosh, why is everyone dying?" Right? Why is everyone dying? Like I died once, but like, why is everyone dying? And like I think this all the time too. But like all of this was kind of snowballed from this one decision over here when you didn't make a decision, right? So like my goal like in these sessions is to try to point these situations out so that you can look at these moments in the future, right? And think, okay, this is a really critical moment here. What do I do? Oh wait, I've been through this already. Okay, we are gonna do this and take this action, right? And move on to the next critical point. Does that make sense?
So how would I stop Fizz from having those roam timers? Like, how should I be trying to keep the wave?
What's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen when you are roaming? There's a handful of things, right?
Well, I guess.
Or what makes a good roam timer?
You get nothing from it, right? There's no kills, nothing, or you die, right?
Yeah, but what makes a good roam timer?
You're missing no minions.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. That's step one. Okay. 2, a good roam timer is when you're missing no minions, right? And also your opponent has to be mid. Right? If you have if you have 20 minions right here, you're not leaving anywhere. Right? You are not leaving no matter what. Okay? Does it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So what you do is right here. I'm gonna say it here. Okay. Do what we agreed on earlier, right? You just slow down the wave. Okay, slow the wave down, right? Stay right here. Okay. He wants to walk up, he's gonna get punished for it. That's one. Okay? It's hard to roam when you're very low.
I see. So I
Force
just
him to
slow
lane
push
with
into
him.
him?
Force him to lane with you. Okay? Force him to lane with you. Build a really big wave. Okay? So because you're here and you're last hitting and he's not yet, right? You're slowly pushing into him. And next wave or the wave after that is gonna crash into him. How big the wave is depends on how you trade with him.
That makes sense.
Okay? And
Okay.
when that happens, you have a roam timer. Because he's stuck under turret, right? You're not missing anything. Does that make sense? This is what we're talking about, right? We want to scale, we want to snowball, right? Okay? That's step one, okay? And the thing about these timers is that you don't need to roam. Okay? You can recall. You can ward.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is that you are no longer handcuffed, but the other person is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. But so say after I've shoved, like after the slow push has crashed, how do I stop him from just doing the same thing to me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. That's a great question, right? How would you stop someone from slow pushing onto you? The real answer is this: you need to either slow the wave down by auto attacking the wave. It's easier to do with melee champions, or no, with range champions, right? Or you attack him. Use your mana onto him and not the wave. When his attention is on a minion, like a cannon minion, you attack him and trade hard.
Okay.
And this is why it's really important to track cooldowns when it comes to ults and like ignite and stuff like that, right? And also keep track of your Viego, right? So let's say like let's like go through with what you just said, right? We want to stop him, right? We're gonna build a big wave, good, okay? But we want to stop him immediately. I'm going to warp. I'm going to find where Kane is, because if I want to stop him from crashing, I need to know where Kane is so I can do what I need to do. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Wave one is stuck right here. Okay. Okay. It's slowly. Okay. Turret's hopping right here. Wave two is right here. He has a bigger wave, right? I'm gonna start stacking my ult, right? So I can, whenever he moves in, I have a really big ult on him, because you can stack ults, right? Okay. But on top of that, it's actually gonna thin the wave as well. Right? Because it's a bigger ult, right? Your ER, bam, ERW. If you do it fast enough, especially at this elo, they're not going to react, and they're going to hit by the. The only thing they're going to dodge or try to dodge is the W, which is undodgeable. Right. That's step one. Okay. Then he's going to try. Then he's going to try to trade with you, right? But you want him to trade with you because then, like, it'll make sense in just a second. But basically, your minions are going to start attacking his minions. Start attacking him while his minions are attacking your minions, pushing it towards you, and he loses CS.
I see.
But and like that's kind of an idea, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, we're just not there yet. Like you basically got to start with like the first step first, and like get the hang of that, and then we can proceed to that.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it make sense? Good. So like I guess like just things to work on. Try not to autopilot. Try to be intentional, right? And it's okay. And the thing is, with being intentional, it's okay if you make the wrong decision. Okay, but at least you're conscious of it and like not speculating. Hey, like why did I do this? Right? You can watch the game and say, okay, I did it because I thought this would happen, but this happened instead. How can I change it? Rather than a lot of things are happening. It feels like it's out of my control.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Any questions?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm just. It's a lot to
process. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to be more conscious. Yeah.
It's a really different game, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. It's like a really different game, which like.
Yeah.
Because like people have this idea of what League of Legends is, right? And like, there's a lot of people who genuinely think that like they're only platinum or they're only gold because of their teammates.
No, I'm wash. I'm so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look,
a lot of things.
I was blessed today because most people today have been quite like humble and at least quite like accepting. I've had a lot of people tell me that, like, oh my gosh, I'm only stuck here because of my mechanics, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But like, I mean, but like with your situation, like, I think you just came here because like you didn't really know what was stopping you, right?
No, yeah, exactly. I know that I wasn't being present. Like, I know I autopilot a lot,
Mhm.
which I know is a very bad habit, but I don't know what to do when I'm not idle, or I didn't
Exactly.
know what to do
It's
when
like
I wasn't
it's
autopiloting.
like you have eyes to know that you're not Faker. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
I know I'm not Faker, but what the fuck is Faker doing that I'm not? Right?
exactly. Yeah,
He's
I
doing
know
something,
just enough.
obviously. He's like, you know.
Yeah,
But like, how do
I
I
know
get that
just
information?
enough to know what I don't know, right?
Yeah,
To know how much I don't know.
yeah. But the worst part of it is like, okay, I don't know it, but like, where do I find the information or like stuff like that,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this gives you like an idea about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely gonna send you a VOD about this, right? If you, it's good. Next time we talk, that would be free too. I don't mind. I'm still trying to build up for a portfolio. Just hit me up and we can go over whatever you want. Hopefully you found
Sounds
this
good,
helpful.
man.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah. You have a nice night, dude.
Yeah, you too, dude.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
No problem.